Alright, I think possibly we are live again. Let me just test the old audio real quick. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Old audio real quick. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's probably fun. Grab the chat. Alrighty. So, welcome everybody to another late night coding stream. Instead of tea tonight, I've got coffee, decaf coffee. Which is quite nice. So, I've made a good amount of progress today before the stream, since the last one. I guess, as usual, I'll just quickly buzz through some of that. This is just... Let me just quickly commit this stuff as cleanup and boot up. So, I can't remember quite where I was at in the last stream. But I think it was this raycasting stuff. Yeah, so pretty much I did some stuff with the transform gizmo. I've got HDR backgrounds now, which is kind of nice, environments and lighting for the engine, just to help it look a little less boring. So there's a few different HDRs, and it's both the background color and it also like changes kind of the ambient color and everything. You can see the nice bloom effect working there. Damn, that looks good. Appreciate that, Pixapple. Welcome in, by the way. Just quickly going through some of the changes I made today. Yeah, so there was some changes with that, and 6 days straight. Yeah, you're on a roll, man. Very impressive. So the transform stuff, there's some tone mapping as well, but it's basically just hard-coded, a hard-coded tone mapper. So I will expose that to the post volume at some point, probably. But yeah, for the transform, we have this now, which is pretty cool. It's a little buggy still, but it does work. So you can move it around, and then you can grab these like planes here to move like just on those axes. Like that. And then I can do E goes into rotation mode. It's kind of confusing because this actually, let me just cue back to, let me stop that rotation for a second. That will help you see it. So yeah, so the rotation is also working. It's a little bit buggy because when I click on stuff, it's trying to select stuff when I'm clicking on the gizmo. And then when I push W to fly around, it switches the mode. But yeah, then R for scale. And it looks like scale is pretty much busted. So yeah, I've kind of broken a lot of stuff as well. But it is getting there. So it can also do world space or local space transform. So if I re-enable this, if I push Q, it'll go into local mode, which is helpful, not when it's spinning like this, but you know, sometimes I might want to move something up on its local axis rather than on the world axis. Control 1 selects object, Control 2 changes size. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I've got it on W for this mode, E for rotate, R for scale right now. But Control plus for selecting objects is interesting. Control plus 1. Yeah, no, I think that's a good idea. I'll probably expose like rebindable controls as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the transform thing. I ended up using. I should have looked into it earlier, but basically 3JS had some built-in stuff for gizmos, so I ended up just using that. The transform gizmo, the custom one, I did get pretty far through, but then ended up just finding the 3JS one, so this is basically what I'm using now. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I did. Oh, some viewport stuff, so none of this actually does anything, but and it's probably a little bit small on stream, but basically there's these buttons up here on the viewport now, which are supposed to be for another way to change the mode between like rotation and scale and stuff. And these are going to be for snapping settings, and this one will be for like world, toggling world and local mode. And these are for some other stuff which I'll get into later, but yeah, none of this actually does anything yet. I just did the styling for it. Yeah, so the HDR stuff, the way that works in the render context, I'm trying to sort of cover this stuff, like the code I wrote a little bit, because the engine's not open source, and maybe some of you guys want to pause the video and read through some of this, but this is pretty much all the HDR is. I have a folder under assets for a whole bunch of different HDRs that I got from the 3JS website. So I just pretty much just load the one I want, and yeah, I mean that's kind of all there is to it. It's nothing crazy. I'll probably make this an option in the maybe like the project settings, or I could put it on the post-process volume as well. Yeah, pretty much everything. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you're all good. Let me also check real quick that I'm turning off. I'm not. Yeah, I should probably have anti-aliasing off. Yeah, there we go. Otherwise I've got two AA methods competing with each other. I can turn that up to 8 and it gets really fancy, but yeah, so I've also managed to break this menu up here, so I probably will fix that today, I guess. And I kind of want to fix some of these transform issues as well. What job are you currently doing, if any? You mean on the engine, or like my actual like job that I go to work in? So let's see. I'm trying to decide what I want to start with. My actual job, I am a video game developer. I make I'm making a open world crime game, sort of like GTA. It came out about a year ago. Been working on that for about 4 years or so. But yeah, basically just make games. Yeah. Right, so basically what I need to try and fix is, yeah, like indie stuff. Picks Apple. It's, yeah, I can show you if you like real quick before we get fully started. This is our current project. It's called It's Only Money. It's a yeah, like an open world crime game. I don't know, you can look it up if you want to see more, but it's like, yeah, it's kind of like an open world story thing. So I'm a programmer on that, and then I've also done a horror game called Folklore Hunter. I haven't worked on this one for a while, but yeah, pretty much just make indie games during the day. What's the name of your game? Yeah, I guess I just showed that. Unrealistic Engine is, yeah, the current name of the engine. It's kind of like a joke name though. I probably will change it to something else. But yeah, it's like obviously a play on Unreal Engine and the fact that this project is pretty unrealistic to pull off. And pointless, I guess. But I'm having fun. I'm trying basically lately to not... I used to spend, like, after work, play games and stuff at night. I'm trying to be a little more productive at night now. So this is my little learning project. Cool dude, I appreciate it, man. You're very cool as well for being here. Anyway, I should get started. Is the audio levels and everything okay? Hopefully you can hear me alright. It's kind of lame to be fixing bugs on stream, but I kind of don't, like, I kind of just want to stream even the menial stuff a little bit, so we'll do a little bit of this. If I can't figure it out, I'll just move on. I would like to get some of this implemented today too, ideally. Audio is fine, appreciate it. So let me... The asset manager is another thing I want to get working on soon. And the content browser, and I'm thinking of also making like a windowing mode, kind of like in VS Code, where you can like, there's like different tabs like this, and you can dock them in different places. And, you know, I basically want this, but for my engine. So I need to either find a package to do this, or code it myself. And I also want to make it so that you can do that. You can pull tabs off and they become their own window, but that's, yeah, I'm kind of getting a little bit overwhelmed with how much there is to do, but that's alright. How will people script in this engine? I'm thinking of it'll be in TypeScript, pretty much the same way I'm writing the engine. You'll just have access hopefully to these types that I've built, and you can just like pretty much like extend these actors and write code basically the same way as I'm doing it here, except you'll have access to all of these different types. And then you can spawn your own actors, write your own components, etc. I might, like, again, I don't want to commit to it, but like I was thinking about it today, I would really like to, try and like get a code editor into the engine. I think let's just have a little. I'll show you some of the stuff I'm thinking of adding. Otherwise, I can just use VS Code, obviously, but yeah, the whole build system is going to be interesting because I basically need to like. This will be an Electron app that's running this here, but then when the game packages, it'll be an Electron app without the editor stuff. But I need people to basically script. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to get kind of interesting, but I'll figure it out. Let's see. React code editor, maybe? I think there's like the same kind of thing that VS Code uses. Like maybe it's one of these. Ace code editor. Performance code editor for the web. No. It's not that one. Let's see. Code mirror. I mean, something like this would probably work, honestly. But I did see one that was basically the same as, like, you can pretty much embed VS Code. It's not actual VS Code though, but like, is it this one? Yeah, the one that powers VS Code. There we go. So I could potentially just embed this inside the engine. So you could just like, you know, like double click on the script and not even need like VS Code or anything installed and just like code directly in it, which I think would be cool. Even Unreal and Unity don't have their own code editor. No, they don't. And even if I do add my own, people, like, I'll still support people using like whatever editor they want, because people might prefer, like sometimes I use Writer instead of code. But like my loose goal, which would be, you know, probably never happen, but is kind of a dream of mine, would be to make an engine that's designed for like basically teaching people that are new to games how to make games, and possibly targeting kids, or at least people that are new. So embedding every tool you need into one app makes things like easier for that. So if I ever go down that route, it would be nice to have like a code editor just in the engine. Roblox Studio has one, does it? Okay. And that uses Python, eh? Is that what people use? Roblox Studio scripting. Wait, what did it say? Luala? Is it not just Lua? Yeah, it looks like Lua to me. It's probably like their own version of Lua or something. Yeah, but anyway, the scripting side build process of this is going to be interesting, because I basically need to, if I support Typescript, I need to do runtime Typescript compilation. Which, yeah, it's going to be kind of a headache. They use Lua? Okay, yeah. I'm probably just going to stick to TypeScript or JavaScript because it's like what I'm writing the engine in. Yeah, the other one, I can't remember if I showed this on stream the other day, but there was 3. There's a cool like recast, nav system. Where are we? Yeah, so like here's a website example, I guess. But basically to generate nav meshes for AI. how do you do this? You like right click or something? There you go. Yeah. So yeah. So and the reason this is cool is because recast is what Unreal uses, and detour. So it'll be just kind of nice to keep it faithful. Yeah, so I'm excited to get to some of that more high level stuff, but we're still pretty much stuck on like the super basics of the engine right now, like making this transform gizmo work. Visual scripting, yeah, potentially. The only hesitance I have with that, like, I feel like visual scripting would be good for people that are scared of like looking like the way code looks, but I think there's value to basically getting over that and just learning that like even super basic like text-based scripting isn't that scary. So yeah, but I agree, like visual scripting is definitely less intimidating for some people. In those games I was showing you before, I use a mix of C++ and Blueprint, and Blueprint's Unreal's visual scripting. Yeah, so even like pretty much every day I use Blueprint visual scripting, which, you know, it's like powerful, but it is kind of annoying. Like I do prefer just to write code like this. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so what I want to do basically is, if you notice, when I click this arrow to basically drag the box, it's fine if I am like hovering the box, like if you imagine a line like shooting towards the box under my cursor. But if I'm over here and the line isn't going to touch the box, it'll basically select the floor instead. When I try to drag it, it'll still let me drag it around, but now it's like selected the floor. So I need to try and figure that out. As a kid, oh god, I hate this thing. I think Typescript basics are a must. Yeah, I think it would be good to at least get you familiar with it. I don't know, that whole like targeting kids stuff, I don't know, it would just be cool to like be able to, I don't know, give this engine to a school and sort of let kids play around with it in a way where it's like, because I used to teach once a week at a school here in New Zealand, game development, but like Unreal was just such a tall order to teach someone who has barely used computers before, let alone a game engine. So yeah. Is it built from scratch? Yes, this is built from scratch over the last couple of weeks. It's an Electron React 3JS TypeScript abomination that no one should ever use, but it's been fun to make so far. We're getting there. Yeah. Wondering if it's built from scratch or some boilerplate. No, yeah, so the engine's built from scratch. The only stuff I've kind of used packages for so far are like this color picker, because I couldn't be bothered programming my own. And obviously 3JS is like a rendering engine, so I didn't like, this isn't pure like WebGL or anything. And yeah, I think that's it. We can have a quick look at the package JSON. I can't actually remember. Yeah. Oh, font awesome for icons. I don't use this. This is a serialization thing. This is a 3JS post-processing thing. This is that color picker I was telling you about. This is post-processing. And yeah, React Split is basically a someone made like a split panel thing. So I just stole it for this stuff. Yeah, that's it. everything else from scratch. Are you planning to make it fully functional? I will try. It depends. Yeah, like I was just talking about like what my goals are with this engine. I don't. Basically, currently, it's just kind of my fun nighttime chill out project. But there are a few things I potentially could do with it. So for the moment, I'm just happy working away on it. We'll see where it goes. Right now, my goal is basically to get it to the point where I could, even make the most basic game with it. With, like scripting, obviously like an asset system, play and editor, like packaging, all that stuff. But yeah, I know it probably looks like impressive, but we are still a long way from there yet, unfortunately. But yeah, if you go back to my previous videos, you can see our progress on it so far. Yeah, so there's some weird shit going on with this transform gizmo. I just need to figure out what all the problems are, I guess. Yeah. It's like I'm basically, I think, like activating multiple modes at once, and then I completely bust it and delete my object somehow. So I need to try and figure that out. Let's get into some code, shall we? I've seen you on my main channel several times, main page. Oh, really? That's cool. I was wondering how people were finding this stream, because I don't really have that many subs or anything. So many people for first time I'm experiencing live growth. Yeah, there's quite a few people today. Is that three of you so far? Pretty cool. And yeah, I broke the file menu. I need to fix that. Anyway, I need to stop yabbering and actually try and make a little bit of progress, because I can't stay up too late tonight. I have work tomorrow, unfortunately. But yeah, anyone new here, I do plan next year, hopefully to, like, as I said before, I make video games as my day job. So next year I'm going to hopefully start doing that on stream as well. Show you guys how to make a game, or at least what the process looks like. Yeah. Hey Pixar boy, you still here? Do you have any ideas for an extension? I still can't think of any. Okay, so this is the old transform gizmo. I think in the engine is where... No, it was the editor is what manages the new transform gizmo thing. Put this over to the side. So when people join the stream, they can see something more interesting than code. Skymaker, are you a programmer as well, out of interest? I'm always intrigued about like what type of people watch the stream, because yeah, I like to watch these types of streams, but I'm not sure if it's like always programmers or what. How's it going, Shay? That's what, four days in a row for you? Welcome back. Okay, yeah, so when we select actors, we basically... Oh, that's right, I broke the outlines too. You want to see something crazy? Look at that. Man, I kind of like broke more shit than I added today, didn't I? It's kind of annoying. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, so I basically just commented this out because I can't be fucked fixing it. So I'll come back to that later. APIs which requires a platform data and using it is unique. I don't know what you mean by that, but like, were you not talking about like file extension? Maybe we had been talking about two completely different things this whole time. And SkyMaker, you're full stack Next.js and Node with Express or Java with Spring. Nice. Game dev vids, yeah. Check out Tokyo Spliff if you haven't seen him. His stuff is like way cooler than mine. It's like C++, Vulkan, like awesomeness. But yeah, if you're a Next.js, like yeah, please forgive my React because this is my first time using React, so I'm not hugely competent with it yet, but I get by. Yo, so hey, welcome back, man. You guys are regulars. Like I'm so impressed with you guys coming back every day. Chatbots about file extension. Yeah, I might, if you end up sticking around, I might have a few questions for you, Sky, if I can't figure things out. You would have seen, like in some of my previous videos, I yeah, struggled quite a bit with some of the React stuff, but I think I'm getting a handle on it now. Anyway, I need to actually start trying to make some progress. So somewhere in the editor there is set transform actor. Here we go. So this is the function that basically when I click something brings up the gizmo. People coming back because you're communicating with everyone. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, of course. I'm not just going to ignore you guys. You've seen some worse snippets from your workmates? Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah. I've seen some bad code in my time, too. Not React, but, like... Yeah. It's tough. Yeah, so it basically uses this transform controls thing, which I don't know a huge amount about how it works exactly, but we might be able to use these events. Translation snap, we got, yeah, dispose. Actually, that's a good point. When I clear it, I don't actually dispose it. I probably should be. I kind of just reset it, essentially. I probably should like let it actually clean itself up. That might be part of the issue about... Oh. Wait a second. Wait, what? Okay, that's a problem. So this is actually getting called when I start dragging stuff. I should be careful about that. Yeah, what the hell? Okay. And my breakpoints aren't working again, which is always fun. Why is that? I struggle with this every stream and I'm not sure. It just like randomly starts working after a while. I don't know if I can like attach to the process somehow or something. I guess for now I'm just gonna have to log stuff. One second, I'll read chat in just a sec. I just want to see what... Yeah, it is running, okay. Let's see. Why not change the title to say Day X of Building Game Engine? Okay, that's a good idea. Let me do that right now. How do I... Oh, whoa, there's 5 people here right now. But what day is it? It's not day 5. It's like day... Can someone go back and see where my first YouTube video stream was? Because I did 3... I did 4 days before that. I believe I did 4 days before that. 7 days? Okay, so that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I guess. We'll say day 10. It's probably day 11. I don't know, something like that. Good call, Zohaib. What do you think about it? Random account will not come every day. I see. Why don't you use Tori instead of Electron? It's more faster than it. Yeah, I know, but I don't really want to use Rust. I don't know Rust. I didn't really want to learn it just for this. It's kind of nice to be just all working in the same language for everything. Day 7? Yeah, but so if I have 7 days on YouTube, I did 4 days on Twitch before I switched to YouTube. So I'm counting those 4 extra days. I guess I could just do whatever. Let's just ignore the Twitch days then. We'll just say day 7. Did that update for you guys if you refresh? Okay, so console log. Yeah, what the hell? So I guess so where does this get called from then? Set transform active. Right, I guess because I just keep spamming the same. Every time I click, it like technically resets transform selection. 7-Eleven. When I was in Hawaii at the end of the end of last year, I went to 7-Elevens just about every day. We don't have them in New Zealand though. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure what the best way to handle this is. I guess I could do like if actor not equals dot transform actor. Well, let's say if it is equal, then we can also return. Okay. Alright, very good. So it still has that problem if I select over another object, it selects that object, but now it's pretty solid. That dispose is helping a ton actually. I guess that's a lot of what the problem was before, is I had multiple transform gizmo things going on at once. Yeah, and now scaling works as well, which is cool. Very good. Okay, so now if I look for, let's see, there was transform controls. I could do this dot transform gizmo, and then there was like a on. Is that an on event? No, they're just functions with pointed down. camera changed, object changed. Size dragging changed. Let's just do a change and see if that does anything. Okay. I'll log E every time it changes if there is anything of note. Oh yeah, that is doing stuff. It's actually doing stuff when I hover as well, which is cool. So maybe I could do on, where are we at? How did I just, there we go. Was there a hover? There's not, dang it. Just need to know when I'm like yeah, I just need to know when I'm hovering it. I wonder I wonder if my raycast actually hits it out of interest. I'll leave that in. Oh, sorry, I'm making my own game engine to avoid monetization. That's hilarious. Yeah. Oh, not really, but yeah, that's valid. Yeah, so my breakpoints aren't hitting. I don't know why. Like, it seems to kind of just be random whether or not it attaches properly. If I restart, that's why I'm doing console logs, because I can't seem to catch breakpoints half the time. And I don't know why. Yeah, see, look at that. Maybe I'm getting errors. No, I'm not. Yeah, oh well, I don't know. I should Google that, and I forget every single time after stream to look up why that is. Anyway, where is my ray tracing happening? Yeah, selecting actors right here. Oh, again, freaking thing doesn't. Set selected actors. Find references on that. Ah, the viewport, that's right. So the hit when I hit that is, I guess, just nothing. But when I hit that, it's something. Okay. Damn. Okay, so I can't really. And that's multi-line tracing. I mean, actually, it might be okay. Hang on. If I console log the intersects. Let's see if I can get a register for parent object. Yeah, transform controls gizmo. Okay, so I can actually trace this stuff. Will you monetize developers if you are making a game engine? Probably. I mean, I don't have any plans to at this stage. Who knows? But yeah, I don't like I'm not trying to make this to make money off it right now. I just want to see if I can do it more than anything. Alright, so the problem basically is that I am detecting the hit, but it doesn't count because it's technically not an actor, and I'm kind of filtering the actors here because this will be undefined because there's no owner. It's all about the challenge, it sure is. Sure is. Tell you what, maybe if I do a secondary trace, that kind of sucks though, doesn't it? I'm trying to think of a good way to get around the fact that I don't know, I basically don't know if my mouse is over this or not. I'm gonna have to just make a different version of line trace, I guess. Unless I make an actor out of the gizmo, actually. That's something I could potentially do. Maybe I'll try that. What did you do on Friendship Day? I don't know when Friendship Day is. If it was today, I went shopping and had coffee with my grandparents and programmed a game engine and talked to you guys. So when I create this, then what I could do is just is this shit though? I think this is shit, but let's just do it anyway. Get world dot spawn like transform gizmo. And I already used that, so I'll have to do editor transform gizmo. Alright, so now if I do this as an actor, I need to obviously make that class. Make an actor. Why is this stomping my compilation? What's going on here? Yeah, so when we construct one of these, essentially just grab all of that and slap it in the constructor. Protected. What's the import for this stuff? Probably is actually a good idea to wrap this stuff, honestly. That was the wrong thing. I need this one. I watched the Cruella movie tonight, which was kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen that. But yeah, it was pretty good. Emma Stone did a pretty good job. Okay, and then if this is spawned, we should always have a transform gizmo. Window.camera, window context. Okay, event listener, who cares? This probably doesn't matter. And then we pretty much just need a function called set, or like attached to. Attach it to an actor. That's right, we're only targeting static mesh components right now, which is gross. Okay, and this is the point where we actually want to add it to the world, not on begin play. Is that true? Nah, I don't think that's true. I'm pretty sure I want to do this on begin play. Possibly undefined? No, it's not. Well, it could be, but yeah, and then we attach it. Blah blah blah. Let's see if that works. So the transform gizmo is now going to be editor transform gizmo. I'm going to need to... Actually, this could go in begin play. We should probably end play remove that listener. Or does it not matter? Maybe it doesn't matter. But one thing we definitely should do on end play is remove it from the scene. So remove, and then dot detach, reset, and dispose. We might not need all of that stuff, but that way that when this actor gets destroyed, we fully clean up. I ran out of coffee. I did. And I'm out of water. Pretty much. For a reason, I am understanding what you're typing. Yeah, that's good. It's clicking. And what did you do for Friendship Day, Pixapple? I think we just want to do no. What is it? Window.editor.getWorld. Do I have a destroy function for actors? I don't. Right. Okay, we're going deep into the actor now. destroy. Which means all of the actor components probably need destroyed. Weirdly enough, I have destroy for actor components, so for each through them. Component. Component dot destroy. This dot components dot maybe like, wait, when I destroy them, does it end play? It doesn't. Okay, and it's actually they're gonna remove themselves and everything, so that's pretty cool. Do you like to talk to yourself while you code, or is it just because of stream? Yeah, I do. I do prefer to talk while I code, but I do it more when I'm streaming. Just so that hopefully you guys can, like, maybe it helps you understand what I'm like thinking or writing or whatever. But yeah, I do kind of talk to myself a little bit. Not this much usually, but it's then in play, and then get world dot. I guess I don't really need to remove it from the world, do I? Oh yeah, I do. Because the world has a list of actors. So I need to make sure I get out of that list, so. Public despawn. World.remove, and then I don't really know how to do proper removes in JavaScript still, but usually I just do this dot actors equals this dot actors dot filter, and then filter actor not equals the actor I'm trying to remove, which I have to call something different. Let's keep that one the same. Let's call this something different. Yeah. Hello, the coding youngster. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. We are working on the... Currently, I'm working on breaking the transform gizmo apparently, but oh god. Yeah, but we're working on the game engine a little bit tonight. I'm just trying to fix a couple of bugs. Okay, so quickly, so on destroy, now we can remove this. There we go. And that's good. So now the editor, set the transform actor. This dot transform gizmo is that. And then we just need to target by attaching to the actor we selected. Okay, undefine that, and then this is where I was at. We can destroy the gizmo afterwards. Okay, it's back. Why did you choose TypeScript instead of C++ or C for the game engine? Couple of reasons. One was Realistically, I'm probably not a good enough C++ programmer. I do use it, but I use the Unreal Engine flavor, so I probably wouldn't be good enough for it. I was making an engine in C# before this, but I mainly wanted to try out the web stack for making a game engine, because that way I can utilize like front-end development technologies for the UI, basically. Yeah, and it's kind of like a interesting challenge. It's obviously not going to be ever as performant or optimized as a custom C++ engine, but it's probably getting made a little quicker, potentially, as an upside, so yeah. Oh god, not this song. Let me switch it. There we go. Okay, so this is working, but I just noticed I still have the same problem. If I click here, it selects the floor, or it deselects. And that is because when I create the actor, transform gizmo, I need to also this dot transform gizmo dot, how do I access the world object? I guess this is the world object. Yeah, it is. Okay, so set owner equals this. There we go. Fixed it. Wait. No, I didn't. I was clicking on the wrong spot. What are you using for the window creation? I'm using Electron, which is like a basically this is like a custom browser, like Chromium instance, which boots up. That's what they do on 5M servers. They use React View to build whole server UI and lawyers backend. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's always surprised me, honestly, that like more industries outside of like the web don't take advantage of like the amazing ecosystem for building UI that like front-end web dev has. Like most engines have like some weird, like kind of archaic, like old school flavor of, you know, basically some OpenGL renderer UI library or something. So, which I guess works, but it just feels like it makes sense to take advantage of the cutting edge of, like, Facebook, for example, is basically like pouring money into helping me build my game engine right now because they make React, which is the framework I use. So, you know, rather than me having to use my own thing. I guess there's like IamGUI seems to be pretty popular for C++ engines, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I have a warped view on things like that, but so this .transform.children, I guess I basically just need to warp the entire child tree. So I guess I could just traverse like that, and then child.owner is this as well. There we go, now I've fixed it. So it might not be super clear why that fixed it, but basically I'm putting a custom flag on the elements of this transform gizmo, which appears to be set up pretty much the same way as I was setting my custom one up, where these are individual elements. But each of these elements now knows that it's part of an actor, and the reason that is helpful is because my raycasting system basically understands actors. So it's able to basically treat it as an actor in this array and have it be selected and everything. So yeah. Potentially what I'm actually doing is selecting the transform gizmo, but it doesn't actually appear to be so. Actually, so there's another thing that I might quickly do before actually let me commit and then fixed gizmo by making it an actor. I want to basically make some extra functions on actors to hide them from like the outliner. Because this viewport pawn, for example, with the camera is the thing that I'm actually looking through right now. And usually in game engines you don't see that in the outliner, so. Oh, the music's too loud? I can turn that down for sure. How's that? Is that better? I possibly am also quiet. There. Maybe I overdid that. I don't know, you let me know. Cool. Yeah, hopefully that explains sort of my decision on TypeScript. But at the same time, I haven't really taken this whole thing very seriously. Like, it's more of just like a fun project for me, so you know, it's not like I'm trying to build the best engine or really even something that I care if people use or not. It's more just I'm having fun building it, so. Yeah, that's kind of yuck how it keeps consuming my actor IDs as well. I should probably just have one actor that I don't destroy. But anyway, for now, essentially, I would want public show in outliner. And I'll do it as a function in case I want to make that toggleable. Make it so the transform gizmo doesn't show, but it still will, because now I need to go to my outliner React component and for each actor, if actor dot show in outliner. Cool, there we go. So now viewport pawn can also make that not. Is there anything else I wouldn't want? No, everything else is good. Cool. Oh, god damn it. What did I break now? Let me restart. I think I might have broken actor selection. Oh no, no, I did just need to restart. Okay, we're good. Wait. Okay, so I need to put in escape. Like right now I can't like unselect stuff properly. So I'll quickly do that. I guess that would make sense to do in the editor as a whole. Input dot I added these new, actually I forgot to mention that I added some new event dispatches for these inputs, so I don't just have to poll the isKey down function every tick, I can actually just like listen for these events to happen, which is helpful. On key pressed, I'm pretty sure that gives me back the key, except it's supposed to be dot add listener. My breakpoint's in again? No. Yeah, so escape is like that. Select actors to an empty array. So now when I push escape, that's interesting. It does unselect, but it doesn't remove my gizmo. Goranel, welcome. How did you make your Visual Studio Code look like that? I'm using, let me see. I forget. I'm using this theme, Leatus Black, Leatus. And then for the transparency effect, where you can kind of see through it, that's called like glass something. Glass VSC, Glass It VSC, which basically lets you make your editor slightly transparent. Oh, and I'm also using a custom font, which is the JetBrains font from Rider. Wait, am I not? Yeah, JetBrains Mono, which gives like these cool lignatures, which is like this character is actually just the arrow, but it like makes it look like a custom thing and like not equals. Yeah. Hopefully that covers it. No problem, man. No problem. I have another few cool themes, but I thought this was the most interesting looking one for stream. Like one of my other favorites is this one. High contrast dark. Blueberry banana, that's a good one. Or light mode, sorry. Yeah. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so when I push escape, it doesn't actually clear the transform, so I need to quickly figure that out now. I bet you guys didn't think it was going to be multiple episodes of working on this transform stuff, huh? But here we are. It does work pretty well, though. Okay, so when I push escape, we set the selected actors to nothing, and when that happens, if the actor is undefined, if the actor, wait, so this logic is screwed up. If the actor is undefined, then we want to clear the transform. If the actor is the same, then we want to do nothing. So this one should have been at the top. And this one we actually don't need. Well, I guess technically we do. There we go. So now when I push escape, it unselects, which is good. Such a small thing I take for granted in every program ever, but now that I've had to manually code it, I'll never take it for granted again. Yeah, this is working pretty good. Let me commit this, and then the next thing I want to try is to fix this drop down and then make these buttons here work, and I'll try to do that by how past. So let me get this committed. Fix transform bug escape to unselect. Okay. Does all this still work? Yeah, it does. Okay, good. Gotta keep checking this stuff because, like, I could break it at any second and not realize. Shadows is good. What about the post? Is that still working? You can see the bloom here. Yep, that's good. It actually looks like the anti-aliasing is kind of not looking so hot. Yeah, anyway, we're good. Okay, so what did I say the next thing was? Fix this up here. So why am I getting errors? First of all, I am. That's something else. I'll fix that later. How many FPS? Yeah, I wonder too. I need to add an FPS counter. I have no idea what I'm running at right now. How would I check that? Is there a thing in 3JS? Let's see. I guess I'll do that in the render context. No, this probably makes sense in the viewport. I could just quickly add a test thing over here. Called like, no, that's terrible. Looks smooth though. Yeah, it feels smooth. This monitor I think is 155 Hertz, so hopefully if I have VSync on, which it probably is by default, it's about that. It would suck if it's already running slow with just this much going on. Timestamp. Timer, update timestamp. So time dot, oh yeah, get world delta seconds. So I could just add a thing in here called static get frame rate or something. And that is going to be, I think it's 1 divided by delta time. Is that right? I'll do 1.0 just to make sure it's the right type. Okay, and then if I print, let's see, render happens in here. Let me just add something to the HTML for now, which is pretty nasty, but where can I add it? No, it looks like I can't add something here. It's just getting overwritten by the root. Okay, well, man, it's really making me work for this, isn't it? What if I write something here? Okay, that shows up. So if I just do span, or even just div, FPS. Okay. And then in the render context, I probably shouldn't poll for this every time, but I will, and we'll see if it's bad. Hopefully that's what I called it. Is inner HTML what I want? Yeah, that's what I want. Okay, and then if I do time.get frame rate, moment of truth. Yeah. I should probably, how do I round it? Math.round floor. There we go. So yeah, 150 something with vsync on. Anyone know how to turn vsync off? I would imagine that's in here. I'll look it up. Yeah, it is fine with vsync. I just want to know if I completely let it rip, how fast it'll go. Set immediate. No, it hates that. This is a really good point. How do I disable vsync? Not really using WebGL. Disable frame limit. Alright, well I guess I'm just gonna have to look this up off stream. I can't seem to find anywhere. Maybe it is a browser thing. I mean, there's a way better frame rate. Oh man, there's heaps of stuff in here that's helpful. Okay, yeah, I don't know. But I'll take the frame rate for now. It's pretty good. 150 something. Right, I need to really get a hustle on to get this fixed. So let's have a look at toolbar. Okay. Toolbar menu item. The when click function maybe isn't running. No, it is. Okay. Yeah, they do. Well, I knew they had tabs, but yeah, it's cool that they save like VS Code. It's pretty cursed if you're doing programming in Notepad though, not gonna lie. But that's cool. The terminal tabs are handy. Okay. If it's not is open, then we render the sub items. Why? Let me just see what is coming back for the menu, make sure the data is correct. Yep. It sure is. Meanwhile, VS Code already has these. Yes, it does indeed. VS Code is pretty damn good. Okay, so the clicks are coming through. These are getting rendered. I wonder if I run it like that. Maybe that's better. I just need these breakpoints working so I can debug this. There we go. Yup. Yep. What I'm thinking maybe is the CSS not coming through. Assets. Toolbar CSS. No, that all looks fine. Oh man, what have I done here then? So those are all rendering. Display block or display none. I'm not getting the leave event because it's never opening. So if I just set this to true, it's still okay. So that's not the problem. My previous comment need your verification. I've sent you some tip about running Electron app with flags. How do I don't have any pop-up to verify anything, unfortunately. It might have just deleted your message, unfortunately. Yeah, so the problem is not that it's not being set to true. To a sub item. Yeah, set to display none, and then if I click it, display block. Is it rendering behind things now? Wait a second, I have a theory. Viewport CSS. I think, yes, the viewport position is now relative. That's what it is. Okay. Alright. I see. So does that mean the toolbar needs to be relative? I need the toolbar to be on top. How do I, is there like a Z order? Z index. There we go. Fixed. Very good. Message is being flagged as spam or something. Never mind then. Yeah, maybe it's links. I'm not sure. I don't really have an option to see it, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Hey CV, welcome in. I'm pretty good. Thanks for asking. Fixed toolbar Z order. just fixing a couple of bugs. We got transforms working, which is cool. Working pretty well. So the fly speed thing is, I have to scroll so much to make that actually trigger with the mouse wheel, so I need to fix that. So much to do. Anyway, yeah, that's working pretty good. So the last thing I wanted to do tonight, if I can, is going to try and get it done by 1:30. I haven't quite managed that, but is I want these buttons to actually show the state of the gizmo here. And possibly clicking them to change it. So that means I need to jump into, just close everything. I need to jump into viewport. Basically that works like this big list of stuff, which is pretty gross. Font size. Yeah, let's make that a little less. Nah. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, but so it's basically these groups are these like little rounded pill like sections, and then inside that I put the elements that I want to be in there. So these are the 3 transform ones over here, and they're set to be toggles. So now I kind of need to link this up to a value. So enabled. Make a new prop, and if it's enabled, I basically want to do plus oh, props not enabled. I think I actually want state here, don't I? Yeah. Yeah, I do. So enabled, set enabled. And by default it can be props.enabled. Import that. Okay, and then toggle enabled. Let's see. Quickly add a style for that. Viewport settings toggle dot hover viewport settings toggle, and then I think it's like that. In that case, background color can be orange or something. Okay, and then I just need a quick click handler on click. Okay. I feel like I'm starting to get on top of this React stuff a little bit. Then set enabled to not enabled, which should update the class. Oh Jesus. Okay. Wait, it's because I didn't put a space here. Yeah. Oh, it's just, okay. I don't need this arrow thing. Wait. Oh, they all want to know whether they're enabled or not by default. Okay. You have to put space between classes. Yeah, I think I have a space now. What theme are you using in your VS Code? It is called, and I keep forgetting this. I keep getting people ask and then forget. Latest black. Latest black. Vibrant. If I copy this. There we go. Yeah, what have I done wrong here now? Handle on click. Enabled. Alright, catch you later, Skymaker. Nice to catch you, man. I'm going to be finishing up pretty soon. Here pretty soon anyway, so you won't miss much. But thanks for tuning in. Toggle enabled. I wonder if I just can't override it properly. Like if I do border 1 pixel solid red. Oh no. Or color red. What is going on here? Ah, there we go. What is the syntax? I should know this. CSS multi-class or select subclass maybe. Yeah, I reckon it's just add a space. That's what I did. If I make this true, default setting toggle enabled. Okay, well let's just look at this for now. If I do it like that, it's fine. I'm not sure why it wouldn't work otherwise. But yeah, if I try now, go background color orange maybe. Yeah, there we go. If it's a class on the same element, you don't need a space. Oh. So then it would be like this. Yeah, that's it. Awesome, thanks, man. Okay, cool, I appreciate it, yeah. So space if it's a sub, no space if it's not, gotcha. I appreciate you coming back to help me with that. Okay, let me grab my nice color. There we go. All right, see you, man. That might not be enough to signify enabled. It's not too bad. Okay, cool. So let's see. Props to enabled. Or false. What I could do is where are we at? This one I'll do value equals, is that what I call it? Enabled equals window dot editor dots I'm gonna need some sort of helper function probably for this. Editor transform gizmo. I guess I'll just make a quick get for that. Can refactor it later. What the hell? Why can't I tab? Public get transform gizmo. And return this dot transform gizmo. And that will have to be optional. Okay, window.editor.transform gizmo dot transform gizmo. Is locals, or let's say is world, wait, I want it to be checked if it's world space. No, checked if it's local space, I think. And we can just return kind of confusing because I have two of these now, but transform gizmo dot space equal to local. Okay, that's good. Except I need to update it when the toggle happens, but I guess I can do that later. I will need a callback though. Which will be enabled and return void. I guess we'll just do a use effect for that. And we'll use effect on the enable state. So anytime the enable state changes, props.toggle callback with enabled. God damn it. Okay, so I have to do a check first. If props.toggle callback, then do it. For some reason my tab key has stopped working, which is super annoying. Okay, so now we have a callback. So I should be able to say, I'm just going to get one of these implemented and then head off. But if I go to the viewport, on what do I call it? Toggle callback. Enabled. Goes to a function, and that will just do window.editor.transform gizmo.set set is local space to the enabled state. Now I just need to quickly add that function, so it's setter as well. Return void from that, and then space equals if set local space, then we'll set it to local, otherwise world. Okay, select that. I need to kind of rotate to be able to tell if that's working. It is working, nice. So when it's unselected, it's in world space, which is pointing Z up basically, or Y up. If I click that, it now enables local mode, which I have bound to Q as well. I can just push Q, which you can see doesn't update here, so that's something I need to fix. But I need to somehow basically two-way bind this with a value, so but I'll figure that out for next time. So yeah, this is going to be basically when I do that, it'll be essentially the same as pushing W, so it would put it into translate mode. This one would put it into rotate mode. This one should put it into scale. This one we just did, that should toggle local mode. This one will be for translation snapping. This one will be rotation snapping. This one will be scale snapping. So that's pretty much what those are going to be. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We did make some progress, not quite as much as I wanted, but yeah, things are going pretty well. And yeah, I will catch you in the next stream. If I can figure out how to stop the stream.